Hello everyone, welcome to StraightA. Dawson, he is here, back on another video here today, and I'm reviewing my Week 10 fantasy football. I still feel like shit. I don't feel like going to work tomorrow, but I'm going to. I'm going to suck it up and be the good boy I am. I don't know why I said it that way, but I did. And honestly, fantasy football and football in general this week has been fucking shit. I am not doing very well in Week 11. I'm not going to review Week 11 in this video because that is next week's video. So I'm just going to quickly review what happened in the fantasy football this last week. I'll give you all some updates because, again, at this point, most of the games are over except for the Monday night game, which basically determines nothing for me. So I'm sitting here looking at my fantasy football lineups and like, yep, I'm fucked. But at least the Broncos won, so good for the Broncos, destroying the Falcons, proving my prediction wrong. I guess I'm just going to pick the Broncos to sweep the rest of the season, honestly. Okay, first of all, starting in my major league, money league, I am 9-1 in this league, just won in a very bad week. Both of us had very bad weeks. Patrick Mahomes had a great week. Jane Daniels did not performed very well. Devon Achane, Kyron Williams, and Alvin Kamara all kind of underperformed a little bit. Juwan Jennings is kind of a hopeful for the future. DeAndre Hopkins, kind of same case there. Kincaid suffering the injury, of course, so we'll see how long it takes him to get back. But honestly, against this kind of lineup where A.J. Brown, Jefferson, and Kelsey, I'm very lucky to get out with a win here, so I move up to 9-1. I have Thielen, Worthy, Corum, Judy. I dropped Singletary and Keaton Mitchell for Audric Estime, which that worked out great, didn't it? Which, fabulous, but whatever. Pretty good chances. Pretty much number one seed is on lock here in this league. So moving on. It's half PPR, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're going to get some spoilers for my my league going in next week. But probably should put these in the Week 10. Here we go. Boom. Okay, going into my 48-man league. Come out with a win, 97-92, very close matchup in a guy who I'm competing with the playoffs for. Very, very close matchup again. Face off against Patrick Mahomes. He did all right. This is a standard scoring league. Bijan, David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney, Taysom Hill. Honestly, very lucky to get out unscathed in this one. I had pretty good lineups overall. Cooper Kupp, Sam Laporta. Honestly, the big Hail Mary was like me picking up Chris Rodriguez because I have so many fucking injuries and no running backs to kind of really help do. So King of the Cup, we really ended up with a good victory here in the standard scoring. Hopefully, we have a very, very, very small shot of winning, going to the playoffs. I will not spoil whether ours has increased or decreased in this league specifically because again, there are multiple leagues I'm doing well in, or sorry, I'm doing multiple leagues I'm not doing well in, but there's a couple that maybe I have a chance in, so I won't spoil those at all. Going into the Superflex League, which I auto-drafted, came out with a very, very slight victory. Oh, no, I thought this said 138. No, I fucking destroyed this dude. Hell yeah. Again, played Patrick Mahomes. Derrick Henry had a down week. Aaron Jones, Terry McLaurin, not the best. Best player on his team was basically Patrick Mahomes. So, very, very fortunate there. A lot of underperformers. George Kittle, Devonta Smith. Again, very, very fortunate in that sense. I just had a very good overall team. Jamar Chase, of course, putting up 50 points. It does help me pretty much solidify a win. Calvin Ridley and Bills defense also doing very, very well. And then, of course, very good core of this team. You just got to have our actual super flex positions kind of outperform, which in this case we did. So, again, very, very small shot of us making the playoffs, but still a fucking shot, so we're going to take it. Then we have our PPR Sigma Chi League 10-man. Again, destroyed when you have Joe Burrow throwing up 34 points and he has like Kirk Cousins and A.J. Brown and Bengals defense. You feel pretty good about yourself. CeeDee Lamb's stock has went down a lot. Taysom Hill, I have him for the week, so that was pretty nice. I had Chuba on my bench, which was not nice. Either way, walking away, pretty good chance of making the playoffs, but 50-50 shot at this point in this league. Again, we will not spoil anything, but pretty good stuff in this league in general. Moving on to Swift Justice. This is a half PPR league. 10-man, I believe, in this one. Fairly good. Kyler Murray, George Pickens, very good weeks. Evan Ingram, fine. James Cook, pretty good. And came out with a very, not almost say slight victory, but Debo having not the greatest week, not really a boom player anymore. Jane Daniels not doing well. Very, very fortunate in this sense for Swift Justice. Air Raid Offense, another half PPR man league. Both these leagues, I have a very decent shot. Like I have an outside shot at making the playoffs, so like it's like a contender league. Pretty good showing here. Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase. I mean that's a pretty damn good way to win you a week against a well-rounded squad. Didn't get the job done here today, especially against someone who is kind of competing for the playoffs as well. Got to kind of get those wins when we can. Then for our final Yahoo league, actually, funny enough, the only league I lose in this week, didn't face any of the big guys this week, luckily. Christian McCaffrey's and Chuba Hubbard, the biggest ones here. But I just had a very underperforming week from the other guy. Everybody kind of did their job, but Devontae Adams a little bit underscoring. Kate Otten was a little underscoring. Basically, no one really flopped, but no one really did amazing. So it's like it really ended me in a really weird place here. Still a very good shot at making the playoffs in this league, but still with an 8th rated team is kind of coming up my ass. We need to kind of buckle up pretty soon here. Then finally, we have our standard scoring league. Popped out a win here, going to 6-4, like a 7th seed. I don't have a great chance of making the playoffs in this one, to be honest with you, but it's still a shot. Sam Darnold didn't do very well. Really, I was carried by Bijan Robinson doing very, very well, and he had no overperformer. So, that's kind of the fortunate part in this case. And I know this video wasn't too long, but I wanted to kind of go over my whole showcase here. This next week, I should be back into a groove of getting some cool videos out. My normal 4 videos of recap, predictions, fantasy football, power rankings, stuff like those 4 videos. I'll probably have a quiz video on Monday as well as what's it called? Not power rankings. Going over the playoff chances as well, and a couple other fun little things as we're going into the latter portion of the season. Very excited about that indeed. Hope you guys did enjoy the quick video here today.